Hey everybody, Weezum here. It is a little after 3 a.m. on Wednesday, the 21st of January 2015. We've got Outrageous Jawbreaker here. He was my last character that we've upgraded. That doesn't really matter though. Basically what I wanted to do, I've had a fire trap for a really long time to unbox, and then I got another one recently. And then I have two other characters I needed, and since I had to turn it on to confirm the name, I didn't want to, butcher that. I've got my spreadsheet, but I've never gotten the official confirmation on the exact sculpt names, so I wanted to just kind of verify it by picture. And I thought if I have to do that just to unbox the traps, I'd just as well introduce these two Skylanders. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. Since we have Jawbreaker on the portal, gonna pull him, and we are going to introduce, I believe this is introduction 43, and it's going to be Elite Trigger Happy. I have had him for a week or two. Picked him up on the Skylander day that I didn't get the comic book, sadly. So, first time ever on the portal. Wow. So his health is tripled. He looks very, very small too. That's interesting. The one thing that was the real downside to Trigger Happy in all the previous games, he was a lot of fun, he was crazy, he's kind of quintessential Skylanders, if you will, especially for veterans of the series like myself. He's fairly nimble, he's likable. If you learn how to play him, he is very formidable, but the one downside was his health, which was always at 200. Again, Eon's Elite, at least 3 times more powerful. That applies to the health, so he starts out at a beefy 600. So we're going to go ahead, though, and I guess we can do the kind of boring stuff here. Now, I am going to showcase both paths for you. However, I've actually researched it to the point that I know that Golden Moneybags is technically a superior path numbers-wise. But to me, Happiness is a golden gun. That is just, again, quintessential Skylanders. It's what I think of with Trigger Happy, and that's what I'm going to do. So what you'll see first is Golden Moneybags. That's kind of where he gets the coin lob, essentially, which I've always had issues with that. I get the heads and tails aspect, but it still seems to me like he would begin throwing a coin, and then he would upgrade to throwing a safe. But a small detail, and just again, to me, the gun is just, which granted, if you factor in Golden Yamato Blast, it's crazy down. That should be insane with Elite Trigger Happy. And I don't even need books or my spreadsheets or anything open to quote all that. I just know this stuff. He's been around a long time. One of my favorite characters from Swap Force. Actually, Springtime Trigger Happy. It's just hilarious. Taking this guy that's already crazy and nutty and then putting him in pastel colors. I don't know. Put a lot of characters in storage, kind of trying to tidy things up. He stays out, just like Kickoff Countdown. So that said, we're going to come in here, and what I do care about is documenting his stats right now. So let me find that base stat spreadsheet. Here it is. Alright, there's my Trigger Happy. So, kind of just in retrospect, I mean, Stealth Elf starts out at 810, Terrafin 930. You get the idea, 3 times. Terrafin 310 versus Trigger Happy 200. But health is going to be 600, which again, that takes his one really big weakness and does a nice job with it. Armor, we're going to be sitting at 90. Speed, 70. Critical hit, 150. Elemental power, 60. So, we have got that taken care of now. And we will back out of here. We will take a look at his powers. The two that I'll showcase for you in this video: Golden Pistols shoot rapid fire coins out of both golden guns. Again, keyword there is rapid fire. And secondary, we've got Lob Golden Safe. That's kind of not an ideal picture for the animation, but it's happy and fun, so who cares. Lob Golden Saves at your enemies. Next 4 are his base upgrades. You get Golden Supercharge. Hold X to charge up your golden gun, release to fire a bullet that does extra damage. Then we've got Pot o' Gold. Again, to me, it should start out coin, then Pot of Gold, and then safe. But, that's just my little logic there. You could have like the safe land, legs up or legs down, I don't know. Press B to throw a pot of gold, which does increased damage. Then you've got Golden Mega Charge. Charge up your golden gun longer to do even more damage. And final base upgrade is his tertiary. It is a golden machine gun. Hold Y to activate golden machine gun. Now, top path, again, it's what I'll ultimately wind up with for him. Happiness is a golden gun. Golden gun does increased damage. Then we've got bouncing bullets. This is actually a huge deal. Golden gun's bullets bounce off walls. And then Golden Yamato Blast. I think a lot of people have still never actually executed this move. Charge up your golden gun even longer, pay attention to that part, to do maximum damage. So, you've got, the bullet and everything that you can charge up for. This one you have to charge up a significant amount of time, but the damage it does is ridiculously not proportionate with what you would expect. It's just an insanely high attack damage number. I think this should be a 4-digit attack with Elite Trigger Happy here. Bottom path, we've got just throwing your money away. Your B attack has a longer range. Then we've got Coin Explosion. Your B attack explodes in a shower of damaging coins, which again, that also makes sense coming from a safe or a pot of gold. And then the last one though, Heads or Tails. B tosses a coin that does extra damage. If it lands on heads, it does even more damage. Only caveat, and it is a huge coin to their credit. I mean, they didn't just like make it some tiny thing. It is a very large coin, but still. Last thing, infinite ammo. Golden machine gun has unlimited ammo. I've never been a huge fan of the machine gun. It's one of those things you almost have to decide that you're going to use and then make sure you can set it up. And it was in particularly that was a requirement because Trigger Happy had low health. You could actually pick that up and maybe make better use of it here with Elite Trigger Happy's health bonuses. So that said, I think we've covered everything. Again, the stories they don't put in here, sadly. Again, he's a very small dude. Let's actually run over here to Flynn just for the size comparison. You get the idea, but he looks great in the Xbox One's graphics here. Oh, he's got a sweet new jump animation too. He kind of does like a side flip, which that's really cool. Did not know that. I think I've played a Springtime in here. I just don't remember that. I don't have Trigger Snappy. I've been holding out. I've never seen the water and the fire mini packs. So, in addition to the Wave 3 traps, I can't even find those. I guess, scalpers went to town there. But again, this is kind of an area I can showcase that for you. Instead of flipping forward or backward like you would expect with forward motion, he kind of does something that is off to the what side? I guess he flips towards his right, kind of. So that's interesting. Now he's going towards the left. So if he faces you, I guess it's right, and then this way is left. I don't know, but you see it, that's the main thing. His primary attack looks like this. It doesn't do a lot of damage, it has really nice range, and most importantly though, you fire a ton of them off. It's something I've always tried to stress to people. What does it do damage-wise? 72 to 108, which that's actually really good damage, but that's because he's an elite character. So, that said, it's usually obviously, less than that. And when that is the case, you come in and then you can rapid fire. And now rapid firing at 72 to 108, you can do the math. You're going to get some insane damage numbers. Secondary attack, again, there's that golden save. It's quite large. Looks significantly better than I remember it looking too. Decent range with it, but let's get some numbers here. 300, and then on the critical side we should have 450. It does have a little bit of a delay. You actually saw 2 critical hits there, which is awesome. He does have a high critical hit number. But that is that, man. This is Elite Trigger Happy. It's 3 times as wild, 3 times as wacky, 3 times as fun, and of course, most importantly, 3 times as powerful. So I can't wait to get this guy upgraded. We'll take him down both paths. And like I said, I will ultimately select the top path for him, just because, I mean, it to me is classic Skylanders. He's one of the first characters I upgraded in SSA. And the bouncing bullets make a huge... Basically, if I shoot this bridge, instead of just terminating there, then they'll bounce here, here, here. They can hit enemies along the way, and then they'll ricochet all the way over here and do damage to that guy, which is pretty awesome. The jump mechanism is also cool. Kudos to whoever tweaked that thing. But that is that. What we will do now, I'll introduce Elite Whirlwind, of course. And fear not, as you should know, I did Elite Terrapin and Stealth Elf long before these guys. It actually worked out really well because they were on sale when I got them at $19.99. That's the price I felt Elites should have been all along. I know that's still high to some of you. You're like, "Ah, they should cost $10. Fact of the matter is, you get a pretty awesome display case if you're a collector. You can play with them from the display case. You never have to disturb them. If you want to take them out of, the foil packaging, you've got a really awesome case with the holographic background, which apparently when we have all 8, I can throw them together and make some epic little picture for you. They look great. They are very nicely detailed, the figures themselves. It's just a really nice package, and to me, knowing that Giants, Swappers, Trap Masters, $15 threshold, I don't mind tacking on an extra $5. If you're getting a character 3 times as powerful with all the collectability factored in, the cool features, it's not a bad deal. I'll kind of let you check out some more of his idle animations here. But that said, $19.99, that's a great price for him. And most importantly, he's going to be a nice addition to the collection. And I tend to want to play the Elites more than any of the new characters or Trap Masters. It might be in part because they're some of my favorites. It might be because I'm very familiar with them. Again, SSA to me is still the #1 Skylanders installment. So, Trap Team's not going to change. I haven't completed Trap Team yet, obviously. But that's actually a really cool view of the gun. It almost looks like you can see the coins loaded in it. I have never noticed that before. Can't really see it here when he's holding them up. Let's wait till he puts it behind his back again. You can kind of make it out sometimes when he's twitching side to side. Alright, right there in the gun on the left-hand side, it's his right hand, it's crossed. You can see the coins stacked up. So, all kinds of little details we're getting to appreciate for the first time here. I do like the way it reflects the sunlight. But that said, this is a short and sweet video. The good news is I can breeze through the upgrades with these guys. Trigger happy. Well, they may be some of the tougher ones to fully document, but nothing near as complicated as some of these newer characters. So, good times, good memories, and I will go ahead and end this. As always, thanks so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, make sure to do that. Elite Whirlwind's coming up next. Sometime after her, when they're released, we will have Elite Gill and Elite Eruptor. So, stay tuned for that. As a subscriber, you'll be the first to know when they go live. You can follow me on Twitch. I live stream the entire Trap Team game there for you. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Personal site is oneofwisdom.com. Be sure to check that out. Tons of Skylanders information there. In fact, I had so much information, it spilled over into a little creation I made, the Skylander Club forum. You can find that SkylanderClub.com. Check it out. If you like what you see there, sign up. We would love to have you. Take those links at the top of the video description box. They will tell you everything and more you would want to know about Elite Trigger Happy. So, that said, for myself and the crazy little unknown gunslinger, thanks for watching, and we will catch you back here for Elite Whirlwind.